So you just saw my first video on how to deal with hand tendonitis, and you feel like some of the exercises I gave were a little too easy. I'm going to show you guys some more advanced stuff you can do to take yourself to the next level. So listen up. And before we get started, obviously you guys have to subscribe to Riley Rehab because I'm going to be making new videos every single week, helping you become the expert of not only your finger and hands, but your whole entire body. So, I already mentioned in earlier videos the 4 things you can do to rebuild your hand tendonitis basically. And it basically involved a combination of scraping it with a massage tool, doing some exercises, pulling your fingers, and doing some tendon glides to move it around, and also stretching. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to advance in 2 parts, which is the stretching part and the strengthening part. I'm actually going to go strengthening and stretching. But I'm going to show you guys how you can go from the next level if this is starting to feel too easy, because it probably will over time, and you want to have something to do to take it to the next level. So how it works with this, using my pinky finger as an example, if I'm doing this, I'm getting a good pull, but I actually want to make it even more of a pull, and I want to help that tissue develop even further. So one way, and this is scientifically proven, is that if you contract, if you make the finger go like this while pulling it away, almost as if this finger is losing a tug of war against your other finger, and in this case I would use a couple fingers on the other hand. What you're basically doing, and I'll show you down here so you can see, but you want to actually grab higher up. What you want to do is you want to pull this finger up, but while you're doing that you want to fight by making this finger squeeze, kind of similar to this one here. So, to show you guys here, this finger is pushing down like that. I'm holding, and while I hold, I want to pull up here, almost as if I'm trying to break my grip on that hand. You want to start off by not going full strength on this, but do as much as you can handle without causing any crazy pain. A little bit of soreness is okay, but I would start off on the safer side while doing this, because this is a more aggressive way to build it. But even for me, I barely have a problem with this finger, but I'm already feeling the burn on this. Really good for just building everything. It actually does cause a bigger increase in strength in that area. So I would stick with this one. And for this, I would just start with doing 5 of them and doing 2 sets of them. So basically you do 5 little tug of wars, like that, and then take a little break, about 30 seconds, then do another 5. And see how you're doing the next day. As I mentioned before, some of you guys are like blue-collar people that are using your hands all the time, or just for whatever reason you use your hands all the time for something, and you don't want to overdo it on this because you are putting it through a lot of stress at work. But it is a really good way to build it up. It actually works much better than doing things like the gripping things or squeezes, those kind of things. So stick with that one, let me know how it goes. And the second thing too is I first showed the bending the finger back stretch. And while this is good, it technically only gets the finger joint up here. Move in here. It only gets the finger joint up here. And the whole entire tendon, I didn't draw a line, but if you imagine, it actually goes all the way down through here, and then it keeps going all the way down to pretty much the tip of your elbow, roughly. So with those, if you want to stretch it, you don't want to just focus on this. Eventually, you want to straighten that arm out. And when you straighten the arm out, I'm just going to show you guys here, you want to basically put your hand to your other hand like this and pull it back. You can focus on the finger that's hurting the most. But as I said in the last video, you don't want to be stretching through pain on this one, especially early on with this. You want to just go to the point where the pain is and then ease off. But this is a more advanced one. It's really good actually because it does get all the way up to the muscles here. And I highly recommend this one because it'll really help calm down the tendon. And I also want to say do this one after doing that first one that I showed you guys. So I hope you liked this video. Please let me know if this helped with your hand tendonitis. It might not be an instant fix, but it will help you in the long run. And subscribe to Riley Rehab on YouTube, and I'll see you next time.